Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 14. Today I'm really excited because I am going to be talking to you about my new Dyson Airwrap. Not only am I going to talk to you guys, I'm going to show you guys a demo today. So if you guys have not already seen my last video, yesterday's Vlogmas, I was showing you the unboxing of my Dyson Airwrap, and this is in the limited edition copper color. And today I want to show you guys how I use this for the very first time. So I have tried the Dyson before, but I've only tried it on a particular part of my hair, not all of it. So if you guys want to see me try it for the first time in John Lewis, I've also done a video on that, so I'll link that in the cards for you guys right now as well. But today I am going to talk about how to use this from my wet hair into hopefully voluminous dry curls. So today I am going to be using this, and I'm kind of nervous because I know people have told me that it takes a little bit of a learning curve for you to actually start to use this properly and see the results that you see on the commercials and the ads. But I have already done my makeup, as you guys see, and I'm getting ready for work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of rough dry the rest of my hair. So this is the pre-styler head, and this is kind of like their blow drying head. And what you do with this is you are going to use it to dry your hair, mainly almost dry. So you want to have a little bit of damp left in your hair, but you want it to be probably about 80% dry because that is when the styler works the best. And then I'm going to be using these two curling wands, and they are going to be wrapping my hair around and causing that voluminous curl look. These are the bigger barrels, so these are much bigger, so I'm hoping for big loose waves. That's what my hope is for today. Now, before I blow dry my hair, I usually like to use a few styling products in it, and this is what I do every single time, not just with the Dyson. And the first one I'm using is the Bumble Mobile Hairdresser's Invisible Oil, and this is a heat and UV protectant. So this is the first item I'm using. And then I also put in a Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 styling treatment. This is something that I put in my hair every single time I blow dry it. And yeah, if you guys are interested in any of those products, I will link them down in the description below. But let's get to drying my hair. Okay guys, so I have now rough dried my hair with the pre-styler. I have to say this is a lot less power than my original blow dryer, the one that I use every single day aside from that, but I have heard that this is obviously a lot less power because it's just meant to rough dry your hair. It's not meant to be like a full blowout look. That's what I'm going to use the other attachments for. So I have now dried my hair pretty much about, I'd say 80% dry. I think the roots are still kind of damp, to be honest. I'm gonna see if this is dry enough. I'm not too sure because obviously this is my first time trying it, but I have dried it. It is damp. It is not fully dry yet because you have to use the styler with damp hair. So let's see if I've dried it enough. I'm just going to brush out my hair, and then I'm going to be changing the head of the styler from the blow dry attachment to the curling wand attachment. So now I usually section my hair just the top and the bottom, but with the styler, because you have two different wands here, one that goes, out this way and one that goes out this way, I'm actually going to split my hair down the middle and part it that way. So I'm going to part it in the middle and then tie two sides apart. Okay, look a little bit crazy, but let's try this. Now I'm going to change out the head attachment of this. I'm not going to be using this one. I will be using the curling wand. And the way that you detach this head is you go ahead and you click on the unlock button on the back of the Dyson, and then it should just pop off like that. And now I know that these can get quite confusing, so you're gonna wanna look at these in the mirror. So when you look in the mirror, the arrows should be pointing outwards. So this one, for example, is pointing inwards, and that is not the right attachment since I am using it on this side of my hair. What I'm going to use is this one because the arrows are pointing outwards, and that's the one that I wanna use. So I'm gonna tack this on, and the easy way to do this is you just slot it in and push, and you should hear a slight clicking noise, and then you can see that it's locked in. So let's give this a go. I'm gonna try it on the first piece of hair. I'm a little nervous, but I hope it works well. So I'm probably gonna take the same amount of hair that I use when I curl my hair with a normal curling wand. So I'm not gonna use too much hair. I know that that's another bad sign, or like it's not gonna work well if you use too much hair at first. So I'm gonna use smaller sections. This is probably about 1 inch. My gosh, do you see that, guys? Whoa! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so just an FYI, the way that you use this is you turn it on. So you turn on the on button and then you allow the hair to wrap around the wand and then you hold it in place for, I'd say about 10 seconds. And then once you've held it in place for 10 seconds, you're gonna then push the on button all the way up and that is going to give you a cold shot. And once you do the cold shot, what's gonna happen is it's gonna give just cold air to cool down the curl and then turn it completely off and then remove it. So then you're left with this beautiful curl. Okay, let's do more. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe this is happening right now to my hair. Ah, can you guys see those curls? Oh my gosh. Ah, okay. I'm doing pretty well, I think. I think that this is going much better than I planned. Also, that's pretty quick. Again, I'm only spending about 15-20 seconds on each curl. So let's see how quickly I can do the rest of my hair. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is this side done. I obviously still have to finger brush some of these curls, but oh my gosh, can you see this? This is from wet hair. It looks like I got a blowout. I can't believe it. Ah, oh my gosh. I'm honestly over the moon about how good this looks. I think I got a few pieces here, but so far my learning has been from doing this half of my head that you really do have to take smaller pieces or smaller chunks of hair just because, especially with long hair, you're going to want to make sure it all goes around the barrel. But so far there's very minimal frizz. There is some at the top here. I'm wondering if that's going to go down or yeah, but oh my gosh, these curls are unreal. So I'm gonna have to flip out the barrel like I said. So you're just gonna have to unlock it and pull and then you're gonna see that the barrel flips out and I'm gonna put in the right side barrel. So now that I'm gonna do the right side of my hair, the arrows are gonna go out towards the right. So I'm gonna try this on the other side. And that honestly did not take that long, to be completely honest. That took like 10 minutes, which is crazy quick. So guys, this is my hair done. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there are a few flyaways, I'd have to say, but overall, oh my gosh, look at that volume. I can't believe this went from wet to this. Now, I have to say there are a few bits in the front, like my bangs and my front little baby hairs that haven't curled properly or just haven't done, you know, as well as the other side, but I am just amazed at what this all is. I'm just gonna finger comb my hair through. I'm actually gonna apply a little bit of oil to it. Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I'm just gonna take a little pump of this and I'm gonna rub it between my hands and I'm just going to go ahead and run it through my hair so that I can separate out some of the curls. But oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe it. Look at my hair. Oh my God, it is so, it's like I got a blowout, but at home. I have to say this is pretty good for my first attempt. I'm pretty impressed, but I will obviously practice more and try to get better at it. But if you guys are new to Dyson and trying Dyson Airwrap for the first time, don't give up on it. Remember that it takes practice, just like anything else. Like when you first started straightening your hair or curling your hair, you weren't perfect the first time you tried it. So just make sure that, you know, you give it some time and practice. But wow, look at my hair, guys. I cannot believe it. Anyways, I have to get to work, guys. So I will catch you guys a little bit later in my day and I will show you an update of what my hair is looking like later in the day. I am just sat at my desk drinking some iced coffee and starting my work day. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on my hair. It has been about 2 hours since I've done this and it's kind of fallen out quite a bit, which actually, to be honest, I am really liking because it's, you know, just a little bit more natural. It was very poofy this morning. I think it was a lot of body and a little bit more frizz than I'd like, but it has fallen out a lot. I am enjoying this. I'd have to say I thought the curls would be a little bit tighter, but I did use a bigger barrel, so I guess it's kind of expected. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of what my hair looks like. Again, I think these front bits, as I mentioned earlier this morning, are still a little bit wavy, and that's just my natural hair coming in there, and maybe a little bit more practice with the air wrap, and I'll be a little bit better at doing that. But overall, I honestly am quite impressed with the air wrap after the first few hours. Let's see how it looks when I'm at lunchtime. I am just making some lunch and I thought we could make lunch together. I am going to be making a salad, which is a pretty typical workday lunch for myself. I usually make a salad and then I have some chicken on top or something else. Today, I am actually having it with crisp bakes. So these are the crisp bakes that I made just now in the oven. They're pre-made and they are cheese and onion kind of breaded, and it's gooey and delicious when you open it up. So basically I make a salad and then I put a crisp bake on top of it, and that is what I'm having for lunch today. Nothing that special, but to be honest, on a weekday, I really don't have the time to think of anything that creative when it comes to eating certain foods, because I just need to eat and get back onto my Zoom call. So I'm just cutting up some lettuce, and I cut up some tomato and cucumber, and then also place some croutons on top of this. Lunch for me is always a quick and easy thing to do because I'm always busy in calls or meetings or whatever. And plus during the week, I just feel like I don't want to think about what I have to cook. I just want to kind of do it and then I'm done. What about for you guys? What do you guys normally eat during lunch on a work day? Obviously right now I'm working from home, so that means that I'm able to cook lunch at home, which normally I either pack a lunch or I eat lunch out in London. But with work from home now, leave me a comment down below of what you guys are doing for lunch every day. Also, just a little update on the hair. As you guys can see, it is fallen out a little bit more, but still there are some curls that are holding, which is great. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with how this is holding. There's no hairspray in my hair. There's, well, the only product I did put in was pre-blow dry, which you guys would have seen this morning. And then also I put in some hair oil after. But other than that, this is hairspray free and it's still holding. So it's like I blow dried my hair with a really big round brush, to be honest. And I couldn't have done this unless I went to the hairdresser. So far the hair is looking really, really good. I will show you guys my final salad once I have made it. I have finished my lunch and here is the final salad that I'm going to be eating. As I said, it's nothing that special or that fancy. There is some lettuce, some tomatoes, cucumbers, croutons, and then the crisp bake on top. I put Caesar salad dressing on top. And this is what I'm going to be eating for lunch. It's a typical workday lunch for me. I also have been intermittent fasting. Not that I do it completely on purpose, but I worked out this morning, I get ready, and then I sit down to work at my desk, and then yeah, I don't eat until lunch, and now this is my first meal of the day. So I'm going to eat this and then check in with you guys in a bit. So I was just setting up my ring light, and the reason I was setting it up is because obviously it's very dark in the winter, and as you can see, it's pretty dark in the flat. And I was just setting up, as you can see, my tripod in the background for some Christmas pictures with me and Zizi. And luck would have it, I have shattered my ring light. Good job, Anika. It actually just completely knocked over. I set it up and then fell over, cracked to a million pieces. My freaking luck. 2020, honestly, I feel like this breaking is just like, it just shows what 2020 is like. I'll show you guys a picture of what it looked like on the floor. I've obviously cleaned it up now, but now I'm gonna have to take all these Christmas pictures without lighting. Hopefully, some Photoshop help afterward will help and lighten up the photo. But anyways, I am going to change into my Christmas outfit. I'm going to put Zizi in her Christmas outfit and we are going to shoot some Christmas photos. So let's turn this disaster around and take some photos. I have gotten dressed in my Christmas outfit. So as I was telling you guys, my company is doing a Christmas party and we're doing it virtually this year. So it's going to be via Zoom, but we have a little bit of a competition running for the best Christmas jumper. And instead of a Christmas jumper, I got an entire outfit. And Zizi also has her jumper on. Look how cute you look, Ziz. Look here. This is her Christmas jumper. I hope you enjoyed that little photo shoot. As you guys would have seen, me and Zizi were trying to get some pictures in our little Christmas outfits. And as I was saying, I'm actually going to be wearing this outfit on Friday, which is my Christmas party. So you're probably going to see me in this outfit again. I was just trying to take some pictures early on. But since I want to wrap up my day, I want to also do my advent calendars. So the first advent calendar up is always my favorite, which is the Lint one. And we are on day 14. Ooh, it's a big one. Let's see what's in the box. It's getting bigger. We're getting closer to Christmas. Oh, it's a bear. Oh, it's a classic Lindt chocolate bear. Right, now for the tricky advent calendar, the one that will be the death of me, honestly. Where is 14? No. Oh, found it. Yes. Oh, I think I know what it is, just based on the size and the color. Yes, it's another fudge, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, yes, I'm gonna eat these chocolates. I'm going to wrap up the day. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, getting ready for Christmas wherever you are in the world. And you know, lockdown, no lockdown, travel bans, no travel bans. I really hope you guys are preparing for Christmas and getting excited for it. I know that this is my last week of work this week, so I am really keen because I get a 2-week break between Christmas and the new year, which will be really nice. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Bye!